Ray-Ban gang. Ain't enough be global.
NBA talk 2018. So Jimmy Butler, Wolves continue to seek return for Jimmy Butler beyond what teams are offering. So that's not great news if you're, a team like the Raptors or Miami. I mean, let's look at Toronto's perspective. They gave up basically the heart and soul of the Raptors, DeMar DeRozan, for an upgrade in Kawhi Leonard. The price they had to pay for that is steep. It was like an all-star for an all-star. With Jimmy Butler, you probably have to do the same. If you're not willing to give up an all-star, you're going to give up some pieces. Trade probably includes Serge Ibaka and either or of OG Anunoby or Pascal Siakam. And you're probably going to have to give up one of those guys and maybe a draft pick. There's a lot of arguments out there saying the window's closing and this is the year, so just go for it. The deal is there. Masai should make the move, but he's got a tough decision. He's got a tough decision to make. Does he roll the dice and go all in on Jimmy Butler as well when he hasn't even stated that he wants to go to Toronto? It's a tough decision. I mean, we got Kyle at point guard. You got Danny Green, great defender at shooting guard. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard, the best two-way player in the NBA. Serge Ibaka can still defend the rim. He's still a good defender. Apparently, the new coach, Nick Nurse, is going to get him to play more like inside, take less threes, go for offensive rebounds. So that's going to be interesting. He might even come off the bench if we decide to go small. Then obviously you got the beast in JV. He's going to get a lot more touches this year with Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is a big fan of JV. Our bench is obviously solid if it's going to be the same bench from last year, minus Jakob Poeltl. I mean, we still have OG. We got Pascal. We got CJ. We got DeLon Wright, Greg Monroe. And can't forget about the six-man candidate, Fred VanVleet, which he might be the future starter of the Raptors if things go south with Lowry. Because, I mean, I understand Kyle Lowry is a hothead. Like, his reputation in the league so far, hasn't been the greatest. He sort of turned a page when he came to the Raptors, especially building that relationship with DeMar, off the court. They have their kids coming over to each other's house and they talk every day, and they're legitimate, good friends. And Lowry dodging the phone calls of Masai and the Raptors, it's not a good look. Give him credit. His media day interview was phenomenal, very professional. Obviously, avoided those kind of questions and just, said he was ready for the season. He's ready to go. He said the word win a championship in every sentence that he said in that interview. It came up I'm gonna win a championship. My goal is to win a championship. He said I want to win it in Toronto, and he said that, and I believe him. But I believe that he doesn't trust Masai anymore. I believe that there's still some other factors that could hurt the locker room. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Should we package him in a deal for Jimmy Butler and just do a swap? We could, but Kyle's a great shooter. He's a pit bull. He's a great defender. He's so strong. He's he can guard like anyone, even taller people that are taller than him. He can still guard him because he's so strong. It's just he's got to stay healthy like Kawhi. We can add Jimmy Butler for either OG, Pascal, and give up Serge probably because make the contracts match. I mean, it's a gamble, but it could work out, and we could see Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. Because Boston's got Irving, Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward coming back, Jason Tatum on the rise, Al Horford, and you got that bench too. Terry Rozier was just dynamite in the playoffs last year. Marcus Smart, we all know what he does, Mr. Flopstar. Then you got Marcus Morris, played pretty well in the playoffs, hit some big shots actually. So they got like that solid 8 man, like solid rotation, like deadly scary. I don't know. We got the better player in Kawhi, like out of the matchup, right? Kawhi and his big hands. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an interesting year. Like so far, everything seems okay. Like Kawhi is like in Toronto. It's different. He doesn't know. Like he doesn't know what to expect. It's all new to him. It's all new. And losing DeMar was huge. Like I, the guy did everything for us. Every year he got better. Every year he just became a better player. And he gave the city everything. His blood, sweat, tears. The man did everything for us. The man made a home in Toronto. 9+ years is no joke. I remember this guy when he came into the league. He was like athletic as fuck, but like the man had no shot. The man had no post-up game. The man is basically Kobe. Like right now, the things that this guy can do, he can score on anyone. Like he's lethal. Like his up and unders and all the assortment of moves that he has in his back pocket. Like it's ridiculous. Like he is super talented. DeMar DeRozan, I miss having him on the Raptors. Like next year it won't be the same without him. Like he was our leader. Like he was such a good role model. Like the things he did off the court, like this guy was first class when it comes to that stuff. Like professional. And he's a legit all-star. Like I don't care what other people say, like, oh, in the West he's not even an all-star. Yo, shut up. Like honestly, this guy carried the Raptors. Like this guy is a big player. And all that stuff in the playoffs, I don't know. It could have been the coach's fault, maybe not preparing them better. Maybe it was just, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was those early start times the Raptors had to play. Like it became a bit psychological, I think, towards as the end. Especially that last loss to Cleveland and LeBron. Actually, not even Cleveland, LeBron. That last playoff loss against LeBron just sort of was the nail in the coffin. Kind of like seeing DeRozan's body language after that series. He was so defeated. Like the poor man. Like there's no words to describe. Like he wanted to win a championship in Toronto. Like he did, and that's why we all love him for that. But we needed to change, I guess. Like the day I heard DeMar got traded, like my brother told me, he woke me up, and he's like, "Yo, DeMar got traded for Kawhi." And I thought I was like dreaming or something. I'm like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" And then I'm like, "Oh fuck no! Don't tell me we lost DeMar." But hopefully it's for the best. Like Kawhi is like based on his. I've been watching his highlights for about like 2 months right now straight. Like I could see why we traded for him. Hopefully it works out. Like hopefully the chemistry is still there. Like hopefully our bench is still good without Jakob Pertl. Like that guy was a great agile big. Like great bit. Like yeah. So anyways, like Jimmy Butler. The trade is there, and Masai, like I trust in Masai. Like whatever Masai decides to do, I'm sure he did his like due diligence on that. Like this guy made the trade for a reason, right? We'll see. Either way, I think this year will be interesting. Like with even if we don't end up getting Jimmy Butler, like I think we're gonna be right there with Boston, and yeah, that's it for today. So I'll see you guys next time. All right.